5 things I've learned from being a woman's greatest secret. Number 1, you are a phase. A lot of guys, even if you are in a successful realm of yourself and she sees you in that successful realm, sometimes she realizes that she does not qualify for that part of your life. She realizes that she does not fit that part of your life. And so she is 100% okay with you being the secret. She is 100% okay with saying, I laid down with this man and I have this memory and I will have this for the rest of my life. And I am totally solid with, I will block him and I will remember him for the rest of my life. That's something you have to accept. The second thing I learned is every woman's going to have some sort of secret that she's never told you. You have to realize that that is a part of the game, right? Her job is going to be to sell you purity. Beyond anything else you may ask for, she's going to want to sell you purity. You have to measure how she shows up with you. If she shows up well with you, you're good. But a lot of you guys looking for this, I want a virgin and I want this. Let me tell you something also. I've had a virgin. You know what? She was absolute hell to me. Her not being touched by another man did not mean that she did not be touched mentally by another man. You are not going to find a woman. You're not going to find a woman who has not been touched mentally and who has not been touched physically. So you need to figure out what it is that you're looking for in terms of treatment and making your life and progressing your life better. If she's helping progress your life better, and even in the bad moments, like I've said, my own girl, even after telling her that I wanted another woman, woke up and washed my feet. I'm not saying that that's something that you should look for, but I'm saying there are certain aspects of a woman that you should look for in terms of helping your life. You should know what you're looking for because you're not going to find that virgin. You're not going to find that woman who was untouched here. It's not going to happen unless you're a pedo and you go for somebody very young. I'm just being honest. The third thing I learned is hypergamy exists, but not in the way that you think it exists. Hypergamy exists in phases. When she's younger, the phase exists where she says, I need to see two-part who I can have right now that'll make me feel good. I need a bucket list, a man that I can say, oh, he looks good. I might want to sleep with him at some point. And she will befriend that guy and keep him on the back burner. As sexy as he is, he's still on the back burner. And she's also going to look for that security. Hypergamy exists in phases. In that 20-year-old phase, that's what you deal with. In that 30-year-old phase, you start to deal with women who are just more so desperate and they want to do whatever they can. And they're going to solidify a guy who's right deep in the middle. What I mean by that is he has some sort of physicality, he has some sort of income, he has some sort of desire, etc. But he might be a little bit overweight. He might be a little angry or a little whatever. He can't be perfect because then I would have nothing. That means if he is perfect and imperfect at the same time, I can meet right in the middle. And so what that means is the qualifications that I have within myself, now I fit that. Now I feel like I deserve this man and I'm going to go after this man. Not only will I do that, I'm going to tell him that I don't desire men who are better, that I don't desire men who are more fit, that I don't desire. That's why it's your job to consistently do what you need to do, because if you're not doing what you need to do and you just listen to her, she's telling you what she doesn't desire. And the day that you F up, boy, she's going to pick that perfect man, like I said, from that 20-year-old phase. She's going to pick that perfect man with that body and the money and blah, and knows that she doesn't qualify, and she's going to create a brand new secret. Now, she has two secrets. She has the guy when she was younger, and she has the guy when you effed up or when you just weren't doing what you were supposed to do. Now she has another secret in her mind. The next thing I learned in being a woman's biggest secret is you have to realize and understand that if you're not going to be the best that she's had, then you're not going to get far. There are 5 stages of sex. The first stage of sex is to get something. She will not give you sex unless she needs something. And that's the dry sex. That's the one where she just rolls over and says, come on, just go ahead and put it in. Come on, just do this, right? And she comes in already pre-notioned that she does not want to do it. And so the energy tells everything you need to know. The other phase of sex is the marriage sex. This is where you have sex with her and it's just another Tuesday night, it's another Wednesday night. This is the sex where she likes you. She really likes you. She loves you sometimes, but the truth is everything has to be perfect in her mind in order to be able to lay down with you. There's something inside of her or a person inside of her mind. In order to lay down with you, it has to be perfect, which means she has to go shower. She has to make sure that she was untouched for the rest of the day. Meaning if you were in a relationship with her, she has to make sure that her mind was crystal clear. She didn't think of any man. There was nothing going on. And she has to make sure she maintains a good mood. You notice a lot of times she'll spend a lot of time away from you. She'll be separate away from you. And then when you finally come together, you're like, oh man, I'm having this amazing sex. Not really, bro. You got to stay focused. You got to lock in. You got to see that that's not exactly the sex that you want. The third stage of sex is going to be that time clock. That's when she has sex when she is ovulating. And other times outside of that, she will force and fight and force. That's the one where she would take the opinions online. She would take the opinions from her girlfriend. She'll go out and do stupid stuff. She'll blah, whatever. But she'll fight that desire and tell everybody that she's celibate, she's in the church, that she's holy, that there's nothing else that she's doing, and blah, 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 blah. And as soon as that ovulation comes, kablam, all of that goes right out the window. For somebody who's been on the radar, there's this guy, let me just reach out to him. Let me just say hey. And she knows why she's reaching out to him. No woman reaches out to a guy and is oblivious and says, oh, we're just friends. I only have his number because, no, bro, I'm telling you right now, I've had women who I would call Tuesday and she would literally text me on Tuesday and say, hey, what's going on? What are we doing? I'm telling you, bro, I'm giving you full game. The second stage of sex is the woman who is extremely toxic. This woman you have to be careful of because she will give you the best sex in your life. And the thing is, what you don't know is you are another soul. I am telling you, and I'm spitting game. I don't care if you marry her. I don't care if you have a one-night stand. I don't care about any of that stuff. The truth is, she is giving you a 100% performance, and she has had so much practice with this that she knows how to do it. And the thing is, the only reason she's laying with you in bed is because of the fact that she knows and she wants to see how many people, same with a guy who's a player, they want to see how many women can trickle and triumph and ooh and quiver. She wants to see how many souls she can get. And it's not good enough if she's with a guy and she's doing all her tricks and he's like, this is kind of cool. She'll never call him again. She's gonna call that guy who hasn't gotten laid in a year and she slept with him and he's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is crazy. She has gotten another sucker. And now with anything that she's going to need, she's going to rely on you. She's going to give you that Jezebel spirit and you're going to fall for that because she gave you that performance that she gave to everybody else. It's a practice. No different from somebody running a football from here to the other end zone. They've practiced the juke moves. They practice all the stuff that they need. They've even practiced against their own teammates who are A1, who are better than another team that they're going to play. That's how they know. And they're studying the playbook in the realm for what they can understand for the next person. You need to understand you are going to be in the deficit if you're one of those guys who prioritizes sex because that Jezzy's going to get you, bro, and you're going to be stuck. You're going to be doing stupid stuff like trying to unalive people because of her. The dumbest thing in the world. And she, again, it's a practice. It's a playbook. She's just going to go to the next dude, bro, and you're hit. You're done. You're cooked. And the final phase of sex, this is the one that you want. This is the one when you touch her body and you can command it. This is the woman that you marry. I'm talking literally in a relationship. Yes, I can attest for this. I learned this in my own life. You touch her, you command her body. You say something in her ear, you command her body. Nothing could be going on at all. You could be on a date with her. I have done this. You could be on a date with her, just having food and stuff, and you just go whisper in the ear. Hey, you know I'm just going to slide him to the side tonight. You know that, right? And her entire body, no matter what she's doing, she could be talking to a friend, and her body responds before anything else. So her body responded to what you're saying. You're like, that's what you want. Because then it only gets worse after that. It gets worse. When you get in the bedroom, there is no 5 minutes of foreplay. There is no 20 minutes of foreplay. There's none of that stuff. What it truly is, you slap her on her butt, you push her forward, you tell her, shut up, get on your knees, put them hands behind your back. Bro, I'm telling you, at that point, she's gone. The reason why I say you marry this woman is because something inside of her, a lot of times you have to figure out what it is. For this woman, the only time you marry her is when you know that she has an inclination of servanthood. If she can serve you, she loves you, she desires you. When you ask for something, there is no questions asked. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. That is the woman that you marry because 9 times out of 10, she does not have that many bodies. I'm not talking about the Jezzy who's running game. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you get to come to the experience. You get to be the dominant one. You get to slide. You get to do everything that you do. And you notice that she is 100% absolute tied to you. She's not doing a performance. She's not doing anything like that. This woman you married, because the amount of desire you get from her, this is no longer the sex that she wants to get something from you. She's shown up to the party because she want to be a part of the party. You are the party. Listen. These are things that I've learned, these things that I want you to understand and take in. And I truly think that they can help you guys. I'm trying to help you. And my job, my sole job, and anything I do is to help save your life, truthfully. If I can save your life while you're living, you can enjoy your life when you get to the afterlife. And I'm not saying do wild things. I want your soul to prosper more than anything. I'm saying these are mistakes that I've learned. And me personally, I always wanted to be married because it's better to marry than to burn. But I made some mistakes along the way, bro. I still want to go to heaven. I'm just being honest. But I have to teach you these things, unfortunately, because they're not going to teach you this stuff in church. The only thing they're going to teach you in church is to go get married, and they're going to tell you that you got to be with a woman and love her like the Christ loved the church and all this other stuff and all this other stuff. And there is no safe space that I've heard of yet where they say, this is the type of woman that you're with. This is the type of sex that you want. This is the type of desire that you want. This is the type of feeling, the notions. This is the type of relationship that you want to be in. I've never heard in a church ever where they say, you know what, as a man, it's your job to make the decision. And the wife that you choose, these are the things that you need to look for. And maybe it's because it's a pulpit, but whatever. At the end of the day, bro, you got to do what you got to do. And my job here is to be the hoodie. And then you go to church and you find the suit. They'll teach you the good word of the Lord and tell you how to operate inside. And I'm going to tell you what you need to learn and operate as a man beforehand. The stuff that they can't say in church, you come to me because I'm going to say it to you. And I'm not saying that church is wrong, but what I'm saying is this is stuff that they do not teach. What's wild is they teach this stuff out here in Africa. I've heard some of these sermons in Africa, and they teaching this stuff in Africa, but some reason, some way, they find it so cringeworthy. I'm going to lose in America. I'm going to lose my members, so I don't want to teach men how their woman should desire them before they marry. No, I want to teach them how to bend over for this woman, and then she goes and takes half from me. It's wild. I'm here to help you. Follow me. F all the bull crap, bro. I'm here to help you. 100%. Don J here, Luminous Rising, shedding light on limited perceptions. I hope this helped you, man. Stay safe.